Hi guys, REVlpg here, and I am down the beach. It is a lovely morning. A bit of a cloud over here, possible chance of rain, but very calm and very relaxing. Aye, it's nice. Get the camera facing the other way. I am behind. I don't know whether I can change it mid-stream, but I will probably change it in a wee minute. It's been a while since I did a beach vlog, just life busy. Doing the arcade ones. The last two Fridays. I missed Friday there, sorry. And I just been too busy. I'll talk about that in a minute as to why I've been busy. A bit of a silly story, sort of, like another one. And yeah, but as you can see, look at this, it's beautiful. The wee seagull is plodding along in the water there. We've got the sand dunes to the left, and very, very calm sea. I should really pan slower. You can see that my weight is slightly off. Let's see if we can resolve that. No, not too sure. No, we'll just leave it. I was corrected in Adobe. But yeah, there's some people coming towards me, so we'll see whether we carry this on at that point or not. But yeah, what I've been up to, really just work's getting back to normal, life's getting back to normal. And yeah, I was back at work. They have sort of, it's kind of intermittent when I'm back at work at the moment, which is good. I am enjoying the fact that I can work from home. It's so much more productive, so much more healthy in terms of exercise and having a wee break from sitting down at the computer and maybe doing like a workout or something like that. And yeah, just it's been pretty good. Now the sea is coming in here and I've got a bit of a crossing here to do. Hopefully my feet don't get too wet. There's a wee shallow bit here. We'll go for that. And yeah, the blue building there's the abattoir, not a very nice place to walk by. It's always very noisy with cows being coming to the end of their lives so that they can go become a McDonald's or similar. But yeah, as I say, just nice and serene, calm, and a great way to start the morning. But yeah, so I've got a few people up here, see whether I can continue on talking or not. And if I don't, well, you can enjoy the scenery, or I'll change the voice or something like that. We'll see. So yeah, gaming wise, what have I been up to? I haven't done any PlayStation. I've had to rearrange because I'm working more from home. I've had to rearrange my desk area, and it's had to move the the gaming systems out the road a bit to give me more space for work stuff, which is nice. It's nice to have a proper desk to sit at, and yeah, just it's a nice kind of little space for me to sit in. The gaming stuff I just had to kind of get moved along. I'll get back to that when I get a chance and try and get it sorted out. But I love the sea. Absolutely love the sea. So there's a wee doggy over here, which we'll go and look at, and a big lovely cloud which looks like it's going to rain. And I've got a message from my wife. Don't know what she sent a photo, usually just kind of funny pictures that she sends in the morning. We'll see. So yeah, just nice. And I've said that about 14 times. Gaming wise, like I said, I have been doing a lot of arcade games this week. What is it this week? Well, we had Columns, which is it's an old Sega game. Columns actually holds kind of good memories for me. Used to have it in the Mega Drive. It was one of the first games I had, and yeah, just really loved it. I'm going to try and sort the colour a wee bit here. Yeah, that's a bit better. Sometimes the colour on the phone is a bit too bright. And so Columns I did relatively well. I think I came second overall in Columns, which was good for me on the high score challenge. So it's quite nice. It's introducing me to new games that I've never played before, and it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good having a reason to play the arcade machine. Not that you need a reason, because I play it most weekends, but the fact that you can you've got a bit of a challenge, you've got something to aim for, you've got something to try and beat, you've got an aim, a goal, and it makes you actually go more deeply into the games in terms of trying to figure out patterns and what way the enemies move, and it's just been really cool. So I'm really glad I picked up the high score challenge. And then you're in Discord, which is Alan's Mainmeister's Discord. It's like a chat channel if you don't know what Discord is, and it's quite good because there's a bit of banter goes on about the high scores and who's where and all the good stuff about the games and how crap they are sometimes. Columns didn't go down too well, so yeah. What else? So the silly thing that I had to do the weekend, and part of the reason why there was no video the weekend, was that I had a burst pipe below my house, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert some footage of me crawling underneath the house, which is shaky. It's like something from the Blair Witch Project. Yeah, so you can hear me shouting I'm okay if I can find that bit. I'm okay. I won't leave you with too much footage, but you can have a wee watch at something. I might just put on B-roll behind my voice as a wee bit of a break from the sea. Even though the sea is really cool, who doesn't love to walk along the sea? But yeah, there's kind of nobody here. Nobody here. A few people. So that's kind of not true. There's nobody here. There's a few people. But yeah, there's a wee guy sitting in the surf, if you can call it surf, miniature surf. I guess if you're an ant it would be like huge surf. Yeah, so I was had a kind of smell coming through the house and didn't have a clue what the deal was, so knew it was coming from below the sink. Had to go and rip apart part of the units to get below and see if I could see if there was an issue with the pipes. Took the pipes apart, cleaned them all out, and then I had to get into the crawl space below the house and figure out what was going on. And as I get closer to underneath the sink, it was like a maze. I mean, it was like something you'd see in a game, some sort of dungeon crawler game. That's what it felt like going under the house. Never been before, but yeah, I was just having to crawl through these wee spaces that were literally, I'm glad I have lost some weight. Yeah, I'm glad I've lost a good amount of weight, because there was no way I would get through those spaces or be as even close to as flexible as required if I hadn't been kind of doing my exercises and my walks. So yeah, so that's that story. It was, I'm trying to think of anything exciting. I'm just trying to make sure you don't hit any pipes as you're crawling along, and I wore a dust mask eventually. I look naughty. I don't think anybody's getting any pictures of me. If they do, I'll try and chuck one in as well, of me half outside a hole in the ground. And the river here. I've probably made my screen a little bit too dark, but that's okay. It's slightly brighter than what you can see, but not a great deal. So I'm just taking a long way home at the moment. It's early in the morning, hence why there's less people. And yeah. An aeroplane trail in the sky, which for many months was unusual. Some birdies flying, tried swans or geese. Not quite sure. I'm not very good with birds. You'd think I should be, but hey, there you go. So yeah, just happy days. life is going okay at the moment, I have to say, from where I was a year ago, a year and a half ago, to now. It's just, life is a much better place. Some wee bird is flying out at sea. Don't think you'll probably be able to see that, it's probably too far away. And so yeah, that's kind of the gaming side. I've not been on PlayStation 4. My kids were playing a game called Fall Guys. I was watching a guy called REVlpg, Last Place Gaming, that was the original name. And Scottish guy, really good channel if you want to go check it out, and if I remember I'll put a link in the description below. I might forget, so don't shout at me if I don't. But Rev is a really good, kind of funny guy, and he's got a good gaming channel. So he was playing this Fall Guys thing, it was hilarious. He was playing it with a couple of his friends, I think, and just hilarious game. Just, it's like a Wipeout, cute cuddly graphics, which for some people will be a straight off put, but it's kind of like a Wipeout where your body's not fully grounded with gravity and you've got to grab people. And my son was telling me this story yesterday about how he's seen this hilarious video of a person who was away from keyboard getting dragged along through this level. So some of the levels is like the panels in the ground fall away and you've got to move and try and avoid the panels that fall away or something like that. And there was this wee guy who'd obviously left his keyboard, and some other player decided to save his life, drag him along, which was apparently a really funny video. I've not seen it myself, to be fair, but yeah. So the gaming wise, that's kind of it. Artwork, I managed to make 50 subscribers there, which was a pleasant surprise, and long may it continue, that if I can just upload consistently one video a week, keep it to artwork. Might do a live stream over there, so if you're interested in seeing me live stream art, yeah, that's probably where I'll be doing it. There's a whole bunch of seagulls here. Not sure I want to go near them. I don't know whether you can actually see them, but it's like a town gathering. But yeah, the artwork's going really well. I'm enjoying it. I have been watching this wee guy called Angel Gnev, and may have mentioned this before, but he's kind of brutal in his opinions, and he doesn't hold back in the swearing, and he's quite controversial sometimes. But in terms of getting a message across, the message I kind of needed to hear was, and I've heard that a few times, but some people put it more subtly, and that message is, when you have a task to aim for, don't try to overthink it. Don't try to make it this big thing about you getting started. Just get on with it. Like, set yourself even just a small target. And then that's not what Angel was saying. This was another guy called Jordan Peterson, who somebody at my work had mentioned to me, so I downloaded his book. You might have heard of him. Not sure I'm on board with all his theories. He is more worldly than I would like to be in his pursuits, but there is some good nuggets in there, and the one I was listening to yesterday in my long walk was to do with setting yourself small goals and just getting on and meeting them, and when you meet them you'll realise that you can set yourself slightly bigger goals, and if you just keep doing that you'll get to where you want. So if you've got a pile of paper on your desk, tackle one bit of paper, spend 5 minutes on it, spend 20 minutes on it, set yourself an achievable goal, and you'll tend to find that if you do it, things will change. And I'm finding that with the artwork. Used to be I'd sit and really like, oh, how am I going to draw this, how am I going to draw this, and instead of just finding something I want to draw, sticking it down and getting started. As soon as I get started and I say, right, okay, I'll go for half an hour, I spend half an hour doing it, and I can see the picture, I can see what I'm trying to achieve. And I think that applies to all walks of life. I think you should look at what it is you're trying to achieve. Don't overthink it. That's minging, there's some minging stuff, but don't overthink it. Just set yourself a task that you can achieve and try it for 5 minutes. I think even Jordan goes down to 1 minute, do it for 1 minute. So if you get taxis to do or forms to fill out, sit down, do it for a minute, do it a minute, the next day, the next day, the next day, and all those minutes, as he puts it, turn into kind of compound interest, because no doubt after a minute you've realised this is what you need to do, and you'll end up spending 2 minutes doing it, or you'll spend doing 5 minutes with it. And like I said with the artwork, I'm finding that I'm doing 2 hours, and I've got a drawing every week to upload. I have been a wee bit lax past week just because of other issues, including the drain issue, but yeah, so that's kind of life. I realised I've been blabbing for 15 minutes. Like I say, there's a town meeting over here. It's a bit dark on that side, and yeah, so I'm going to head back up the road and get on with the stuff I need to go on with today. Set myself the miniature goals and sit down, put on some music and go on with it. But I mean, that doesn't mean just taking a while I'm walking back up towards where I need to go. That doesn't mean that you sacrifice your happiness. I'm happy because of the Eckhart Tolle stuff I've been listening to, because of obviously my religion, my beliefs, and getting my head more sorted as to who's in control of my brain. My brain's not in control of me. So if you're ever struggling with any of that and you want any suggestions on books or thoughts or anything, just give me a comment and I'll point you where I've been helped the most. But yeah, I've had some rough times. I'm not going to over labour that point. I've had some dark places, and I am at the other side, and the other side is a heck of a lot brighter than the previous side before I went through. And that's sometimes you find the struggles in life, or the struggles are there to actually make you a better person and to shape you. They're there to bring you to a higher place of being. So yeah, I hope you guys are well. I'm just going to do a wee quick pan of the skyline so that you can see it. Got the sun over here, and a wee pan back, and then I'll finish this here. So sorry about the speed, that was kind of rubbish, but hey, there you go. Right guys, cheers, and for the moment, REVlpg is out.